We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Jon Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've had it going. Oh, look at the sliding stop. So 1 away after the phenomenal defensive effort.
In the second box, third baseman
Martin Prado now. His past history against Jon Lester. He's hitting .437. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Lester is currently 3rd in All-Star fan voting among starting pitchers, so he's hopeful at least to get an invite to the festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A solid start to this one for Jon Lester. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. Wei-Yin Chen will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions. Popped him up. Realmuto over to his left, makes the play, 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Maddon has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matty, this offense really needs some improvement from Kyle Schwarber. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1. Ball hit high to the right side. Moore is there. And that's the second out of the inning. The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Cubs 4-hole hitter Kyle Schwarber coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Chen sets. Here's the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Bryant leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball up in the zone, but it's strike 3 called, and the inning is over. In now, JT Realmuto, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Bouncer up the middle. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint. But nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Line toward right center. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Hit back up the middle. Russell has it, and he'll throw against his body to first. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The high fastball is in there. Brinson on third with 2 out. Here comes another 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Marlins forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Career numbers against Chen. He's 1 for 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Contreras is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in now, Efrain Navarro, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. A ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get fouled. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Here's Jason Hayward now. Career numbers against Chen. He's a .333 hitter. He's set and the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Prado in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Oh, and 1, here it comes. There's a chopper fouled off to the left as the count moves to 0-2. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Happ, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Popped high in the air. Realmuto is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Cubs wind up leaving him loaded. It remains 1-0. Here's Cameron Maybin now. Match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Cameron Maybin.
Maybin, who sometimes goes by the nickname Slim. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And they will not. Get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Standing in now, Martin Prado, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
In now, Justin Bour. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole hitter when the first 2 guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Here's Starlin Castro as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Castro, the former Yankee, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Maybin at third with two away. This is popped up. Russell is calling for it, and the inning is over. Marlins leave one. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Addison Russell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. This is skied out toward right. Chasing after it is Maybin. One down. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Ryan.
Riding in once again, Chris Bryant reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. In there at the letters 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. To 1-2 now. Bour trying to get there, and no one will get this one. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And they'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Hit sharply on the ground. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. JT Realmuto. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball 2. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Bounce towards the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Derek Dietrich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. A windup and the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Happ ranging back into the bleachers and gone.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Brinson, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he told you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Bounce it to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box, Efrain Navarro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. The 1-0. High pop-up. Prado waits on it. 1 out. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's Javier Baez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
All right, fielder number 22.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. Chen sets. 0-1 on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
And he misses 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Jon Lester. First time up, he went down looking. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Wei-Yin Chen. He'll start off the 5th in this one. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Played on the backhand. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 1, Cameron Maybin.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Cameron Maybin. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. Now Lester's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Missed with a breaking ball. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
It's a great equalizer. The changeup, that was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Martin Prado is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Miami. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit out towards second. Castro has it. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in once again, Addison Russell. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Ripped toward the gap in right. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him. The
1-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Dietrich. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Chen sets. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Way in front of a great slider that time. Russell at second with 2 down. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for the. Ready for another chance? Justin. 4. He's tasked with starting the Marlins 6th. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
No hits to this point. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Schwarber on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Bounce down the third baseline. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Realmuto over at second. Dietrich on at first with 2 down. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Hit hard on the ground to second. There's Baez. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair, but they're on. Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a base hit on the line. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Stepping in now, Efren Navarro. He'll send a ground ball down to third. Here's Castro for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Ready for another shot now, Javier Baez. Chen's ready. First pitch on the way. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. And that one just missed outside. Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Maven on the run. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Brinson going back on it. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. 6th home run on the season for him, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Hit back up the middle. Rivera comes up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And that brings in Yadiel Rivera. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Popped up. Navarro over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Miguel Rojas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19, Miguel.
Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
How about it?
Digging in to try it again. Martin Prado is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Cue shot here out towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Miami.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 48, Severino.
Tommy La Stella is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Gonzalez benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Checked his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is in off the plate. The 2-0 on the way. Is in there for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Dietrich ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here's Addison Russell. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Down the third baseline. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
From the stretch. Here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Russell is off at first with 2 away. And there he goes towards second. Hit on the ground out to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand 1. They're
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 33.
Ready once again, Justin Bour. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Justin Bour becomes the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Starlin Castro. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Brandon Morrow gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Brandon Morrow.
No balls and a strike to count. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. The 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Hit to first. Navarro loves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Sean Burnett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Riding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. No home runs as of yet, and 6 RBIs.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Another 1-2, and he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that can throw towards home plate.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Albert Almora is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Line to the right side. Maben back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So in now for Chicago, Efrain Navarro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. 1 run, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Rivera. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Digging in once again, Derek Dietrich. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard. Stepping up now, Lewis Brinson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning. And that brings in Yadiel Rivera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set and the pitch. A swinging bunt up the 3rd baseline. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at 1st. Garrett Cooper will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. The 1-0 home is a fastball whiffed on for a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Garrett Cooper goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. In for strike 2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Kyle Barklow comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Javier Baez will stand in again as we take you. Back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit sharply on the ground to 2nd, and that is through into right field for a single. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. Bertklaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So we got him looking there. Jason Hayward sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th.
Anthony Rizzo.
And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. A wave and a miss.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2. Baez breaks from first. Pitch is high. The throw. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Once again, a 3-2. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ian Happ. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here.
Back to first, a double play. And they will strand the possible tying run at second. This ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game.
Now from the windy. Here's Cameron Maybin now. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Miami.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman, but they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Up next for Miami, Justin Bour hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Row, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at that. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So striding in, Ian Happ, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Maybin is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman.
Ready now, Anthony Rizzo, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Reined in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He's 1 for 4. 0-1 the count. This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Schwarber, and that's the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
The 1-1. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Martin Prado now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is 1-2-3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's 0 for 5. One and one to Schwarber. Schwarber is making a push for the All-Star squad this year with a great year. 3rd in voting among left fielders entering the day.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
The 1-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Addison Russell, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone. Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Here's Javier Baez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Victor Caratini is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Russell at second. Baez is over at first with one away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
3-1 to him now. High in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. The next 3-2. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. And now the Cubs pitcher, Tyler Chatwood, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. He's a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Brinson. He can't get to it. This one's down. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Are you kidding me right here? The pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit that breaks the tie and gives them a 2-run lead.
You know, there's an old theory that a swinging bat is a dangerous bat no matter who swings it. The last thing they were thinking of, the opposing pitcher was going to drive in too.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Realmuto is after it, but no chance to recover. Happ is on at first after the strikeout. So just 1 away still as he gets on base after some poor defense following the strikeout. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Here's another 1-2. In the air now, out to right field. Maybin is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. 1 Marlin error, and a couple of men left.
Leading off for the Marlins.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Dan Straley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Cameron Maybin. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Russell has a play, and that's the third out. Miami.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High pop up. Realmuto is there. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Addison Russell. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the end. Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tack.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Happ racing back to the track, into the bleachers, and gone. Here's Starlin Castro.
The batter, number 13.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Here's a strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Little flare out to left. And Castro's got himself a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
And this is going to find a seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And the tying run comes around to score from second. Realmuto takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he will make it all the way around the bases. It's an inside the park 2-run home run.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Standing in now, Derek Dietrich. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Schwarber arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you can take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And there's out number 2.